Hey everyone, long time no see. I've been really excited lately for people who've been subscribing to my channel, even though I haven't been posting any content. So it sort of makes me feel a little bit guilty. It feels like, oh, okay, if there's actually people that are interested, well, we'll keep going. Sometimes it's hard for me to know on this channel, what it is people are zeroing in on because I've done some harmonica. I like board games, so I've done some board game playthrough. Not sure if I've done anything around cycling, like bicycling, maybe not, can't remember. And vinyl, certainly vinyl and stereo stuff. But it seems like the comments are coming in around my stereo setup more than anything. So I'll do a little bit more on that, at least right now I will. I've got an interesting thing going on in my office here. We redid this room. This was like, as my daughter was growing up, this was like a place where she had toys and stuff like that. But I've slowly claimed it, mostly for playing board games, but it's also become, in this COVID, season of COVID, basically my home office. And so I've really utterly taken it over. I've got shelves of board games, and I've got reams of vinyl albums just over here to my left. And as well as in front of the camera, I've got another stack of vinyl in there. And in time, we'll go through little bits of that. But I just wanted to show you something that I'm doing that's new. It really is new to me because the room was awkward. I didn't know how to set this up. I mean, because I spend a considerable amount of time in here, and so that's an opportunity for me to listen to my vinyl collection and even FM. I do like FM. That's another story. We'll leave that for another time. I don't hear a lot. There's not a lot of YouTube videos on listening to FM stations. Actually, none that I know of. But I really love the deep sound of a good FM, strong FM signal. All right, I digress. So what has happened here was I decided to experiment with Nearfield listening. Just something that, I don't know. I guess I never put much stock in because I was always, bigger's better, that sort of thing. But I had these JBL 500s lying around. My father-in-law, who I've mentioned before, bought these for my wife and I years and years ago when we lived in a different part of the country in a different home. And I can't even remember the circumstances around that, but he's just a generous guy. And one day he just insisted that we needed, I must have been something I said, and he said, well, let's go get you some speakers now. So I'll never forget that circumstance, even though I don't remember all the details around it. But I've always appreciated his generosity, and my mother-in-law obviously as well. But that's where these JBL 500s come from, and it's a small speaker. You can't really tell that. Is there something I could give you to compare? Well, here, I'll grab an album. Oh, okay, so here's a normal size record album, and there's the speaker. So there you go. It's exactly the same size, and it's not deep. So this is just like a fold-out table like you'd see at a church basement or something, or a bingo parlor. It's just a normal sort of table, plastic table that I use for my desk. I want a lot of space for the things that I do, and both JBLs are on here. I can show you the other one. It's over here. And so I've got them towed in just a little bit. It's kind of hard to find the precise sound that you want, but it's amazing what little differences can do. I've tried, different kinds of spacing for the speakers, different distances from the wall. Small as they are rear ported. And I might be getting a new speaker. I might be getting some Audio Engine P4s, which are actually smaller, smaller little mid in there, and front ported, and you can actually wall mount them. So I'm thinking about it. There's a guy who's selling some locally just for an insane price. It's like in Canada, it'd be like a $450 speaker, maybe something around there, 400 anyway for sure. And he's actually selling for 80. So this is super tempting. So we'll see if there's a future video coming about the Audio Engine P4s. So anyway, this has been kind of neat. And what you're seeing here, what you can't fully make out, is that I have them tilted upward so that the tweeter is coming more, it's pointed more at my ear. And I do that with a squash ball. So all I've done is I've taken a squash ball under each speaker, tilted it up, and squash ball just holds it up, and it looks good too. So anyway, I'm messing around with Nearfield. Oh, and I should say one more thing about Nearfield's speaking Nearfield speakers is that I bought a sub for them. I mean, as it goes, like there's plenty of detail, but just the range, right? You're just missing so much of the recorded energy with such a small speaker. And so I picked up a sub, which is right at my feet right now. I can pull the screen off. I don't think I want to mess around with the camera, so I won't. Here's the grill. So it's from Polk, and I can't even remember the name of it. PSW 10 or something. It's a 10-inch sub. Anyway, we'll talk more about that another time. Just wanted to let you know that I'm toying with Nearfield listening. It's hard to find a lot of information on it because a lot of people they refer to monitor speakers. Like if you're like a sound engineer or a professional, typically a powered speaker and so on and so forth. But these are passive, and so that's the way I've built this system. So let me know if you have any experience with Nearfield listening, and maybe some tips for me as I try to figure out the best way to sit at my desk and listen to the stuff I want to listen to. All right, thanks for checking things out, guys, and we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.